Have you ever said to yourself, that's it, I'm done. I'm done with toxic people. I'm never falling for this again. And then somehow you do. You meet someone new. You feel like it's amazing. The chemistry's wild. The connection's instant. The fireworks are going off. But then slowly the red flags start showing up. They're inconsistent. They play mind games. You feel confused, anxious, unsure of yourself. And part of you knows this feels familiar, but you stay, you hope, you try harder. And eventually the same thing happens. It all unravels again. And you're left sitting there thinking, why does this keep happening to me? If that's you, I see you, I get it. And no, you are not crazy. You're not broken, but you are stuck in a pattern that has been slowly running the show. Today, we're going to talk about why you keep falling for toxic people, even when your brain knows better. And more importantly, how to finally break free. Okay, first, let's clear something up. Toxic people do not choose weak people. Let me say that again. Toxic people choose strong, compassionate, emotionally intelligent people. They can't be with someone who's like them. They choose people who give the benefit of the doubt, people who love deeply, people like you who have a soft heart and a high tolerance for emotional pain, unfortunately. Sound familiar? Well, you're not falling for toxic people because you're clueless. You're falling for them because your nervous system learned early on that chaos feels like love. Now let's talk about childhood, because most of the time, this pattern didn't start with your ex. It started with how you first experienced love growing up. If love in your childhood meant proving yourself, if it meant being the peacekeeper, the fixer, or the one who kept everyone else happy, if you had to earn affection, walk on eggshells, never be too much, then your system learned love equals anxiety. Love is unpredictability. Love equals I have to work for it. And so now, when someone comes along and gives you calm, steady, emotionally safe love, it feels unfamiliar. It feels weird, almost uncomfortable. And when someone shows up with intensity, charm, drama, mystery, love bombing, you're hooked. Guys, that is not chemistry. That's trauma reenactment. So let's talk about why you override your own instincts. You know those moments when something feels off. You feel it in your body. The tone in their voice changes. They withdraw. They guilt trip you. They say something that doesn't quite sit right. Your gut goes, something's wrong. But instead of listening, you say, maybe I'm overreacting. They're probably just stressed. I don't want to be dramatic. Why do you do this? Because your intuition has been trained to doubt itself. Growing up, maybe your feelings weren't validated. Maybe you were told that you were too sensitive or selfish, or you were a difficult child. So now you don't trust your gut. You trust what keeps people from abandoning you. That's survival mode, not love. And here's the hard part. Sometimes you stay in toxic relationships because walking away feels more painful than staying. Why? Because leaving them doesn't just mean losing a person. It means confronting a belief that lives deep inside you. That belief that says, I'm not enough. That's familiar to you because maybe a small part of you still thinks that if you just do more, love harder, give more chances, this person will finally see you, finally choose you, finally stay. And if they do, maybe, just maybe, that means you're finally lovable. But listen to me, guys. You are lovable right now without proving, performing, fixing, or sacrificing your peace. You don't need someone to validate your worth. You need to stop outsourcing it. So, how do you break this cycle? Let's start with this. You get radically honest. Ask yourself, what did love look like for me as a child? Was I emotionally safe? Or was love something I had to chase, earn, or tiptoe around? When you see the pattern, you can stop blaming yourself and start healing the root cause. Next step, sit with the discomfort of healthy love. It's going to feel weird when there's no goalposts to outrun. They're not trying to confuse you all the time. And here's the plot twist. Safe love might feel boring at first. It might feel awkward, quiet, even emotionally flat. But that's only because you've mistaken anxiety for passion. Intensity is just the love that they're so trying to show you in abundance. But love doesn't need to be loud to be real. You don't need someone who sets your nervous system on fire. You need someone who helps your nervous system exhale. So here's what I want you to know right now. You are not broken. I say this all the time, guys. You are not too damaged. You are not just unlucky in love. You're someone whose body and brain adapted to survive unpredictable love. Love and control, love and abuse were the same thing for you growing up. But now you're waking up, you're unlearning, and you're healing. And you know what? You get to choose differently now, even if it's hard. If this resonated with you today, then here's what I want you to do. Please drop a comment below and tell me, did any of this feel familiar to you? Hit that like button so this reaches someone else who's going through what you are, someone else who really needs to hear it. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for weekly videos on healing from toxic relationships, building self-worth, and finally understanding what healthy love really looks like. And if you want to go deeper, grab a copy of my book, Fake Love. You'll find practical tools, real talk, and healing strategies, concrete healing strategies to heal from the trauma that you've been through and or to escape that trauma. And those strategies will actually make sense to you. And if you haven't already, check out my podcast, Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. We go even into all of this stuff. And if you're ready to get real support, head to my website to connect with a trauma-informed counselor, a narcissistic abuse expert. You deserve love that does not hurt. You deserve peace. You deserve to feel safe being exactly who you are. See you in the next one.